And we start the program this morning in West Africa, Nigeria, where the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, has declared a total shutdown of the southeast come Friday, October the 1st. Now, the Media and Publicity Secretary of IPOB, Ima Powerful, stressed that there will be no movement in the zone on that day, calling for strict adherence to the directive to avoid quote-unquote regrets.
Now, the group have also announced the Operation No Nigerian Flag in all organizations in the region with effect from September 25th, 2021. Now, with the exception of the commercial institutions. Now, this is really turning heads this morning. And joining us to really break down this is security analyst Dennis Amakri, alongside public affairs analyst and executive director, Lead Network Africa, Chukwuma Okenwa, both gentlemen regulars on Breakfast Central. Good morning to you. Welcome again to the program. But first, gentlemen, the conversation around the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, seems to be constantly, on the front burner lately. Now, let's get your thoughts on the recent announcement by the group regarding October 1st sit at home and no flag in that area from Biafra. I'll start with you, Chukwuma. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, Chukwuma, go on first.
Greetings from... Okay, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, that's fine. So greetings from the beautiful city of Enugu, the capital of the Southeast. Well, I think it's a way to demonstrate a kind of the willingness to remain a part of one Nigeria. Because a day like that is set aside to mark Nigerians' independence day. So it's a where the cessation is trying to record their agitation, make their voice to be heard the more. And I count it as quite strategic. But then I have a concern because this morning I've actually drive to some parts of the city and the place is dry. The concern I have is that those that are actually the cessationists, those that are agitating for the sovereign state of Biafra, are less than 20% of the Southeast. Most people that largely comply with some of these instructions do so because of fear of the unknown. They are so scared for their lives, they don't really know what could be the implication. Should they come out to go about their work. And being that this 1st October has been announced, and a lot of people have also fixed programs like here in the Southeast to commemorate that the usual parties and all the rest. But then coming with this announcement will not only just affect the region economically, but also people's life, right to move about, right to express themselves, right to associate. So socio-economic and political implication for the region.
All right. So Chukwuma, you're on Enugu State this morning. You're giving us first-hand, accounts about driving out, and everywhere still pretty much dry. Let's go to Dennis Amakri, who's in the U.S. This morning. Dennis, morning to you. Sorry for keeping you waiting. We know it's quite early where you are, but Dennis, from where you're sitting and you look at this situation from a security perspective, 1st of October is Nigeria's Independence Day. How come Biafra have chosen this particular day to not declare a sit-at-home and no Nigerian flag in the region? That's almost counterproductive to their cause, isn't it?
Well, it's counterproductive, but what they are actually doing is attacking the national symbols of Nigeria. Apparently, they want their own country. They want people to sit at home to express that agitation. But when you start attacking, there are national symbols. You are attacking the Independence Day. You are attacking maybe the flag of Nigeria. They said it's no flag, no Nigerian flag. The no flag thing is all designed to attack the national symbols of Nigeria. Now, one thing is this. They can do that, but there are other ways of achieving this, because right now what they are even doing is putting people in the Southeast under threat, because people are forced to stay at home. It is not that they, on their own, just like the former speaker here said, they are a very small percentage that are declaring this, and of course they want to enforce it. The last time they tried to go out and destroy the goods of people that came out, to make sure that people don't just come out. They should stay at home. But I think they should rethink, because I don't think how they are going to achieve their objective by the sit at home and all the rest that is presently going on.
Right. Now, Amakri, let's look at the demand that IPOB is making, which is the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. And there are some controversies surrounding his detention. From a security point of view, what are the security implications of his continued detention?
Well, the thing is that it's not a matter of being in continuous detention, but they are investigating. I would have wished that most of the investigation has gone on before he was arrested, but the circumstances under which he was arrested. He has been making a lot of statements overseas. He has directed people in Nigeria to do certain, criminal activities. So when he was brought back to Nigeria, of course, they cannot just let him go. Definitely he must have his day in court, because that is the major objective. And if he's found to be treasonable, to be guilty of treasonable felony, then of course he will dance to that music. But there is no way you will agitate and force the government to release somebody who has caused, because he's held under treason. His charge is a treasonable felony. So, of course, he has to go to court and then, of course, clear that in a later day, but not by releasing him because people are sitting at home.
All right, so watching Breakfast Central on News Central is a Monday morning. Lots to on the front burner, particularly with IPOB's declaration of 1st of October, with no Nigerian flag and also sit-at-home day. Gentlemen, we still have our phone lines on your screen. You can call us if you're watching anywhere within Nigeria or outside Nigeria to share your thoughts with that. All right, gentlemen, let's quickly move to our next story. But before we do, we'll like to remind you that, yes, our viewers, the phone lines are on your screen right now, so do so to reach us right here on Breakfast Central. Now, sticking with Nigeria, away from IPOB, going to the north now. 10 more students abducted from the Bethel Baptist High School in Chiku local government area of Kaduna State have regained their freedom after spending about 83 days in custody of their abductors. Now, the Kaduna State Christian Association of Nigeria Chairman Reverend Joseph Hayab, who confirmed the incident, noted the remaining 11 students still with the bandits and will be released soon. Now, the Kaduna State Police Command and the state government are, however, yet to make any comment on the release. Now, this is the 4th batch of the students released so far by the abductors. Why are they being released in batches? And can't they be traced through information coming from the students? These are some questions that people are begging for answers. But I will push these questions to you, Chukwuma Okenwa. Why are these students being released in batches by the abductors? And judging from the information they've been getting from this from the people that have been kidnapped, are we saying that they cannot be traced through the information? Dennis Amakri, this time I'm pushing it to you based on your security expert analysis.
Okay, why are they released in batches? Because they are receiving money in batches. There is no doubt about that, because these people have decided to hold these children and then, of course, ask for ransom. And of course, the poor children and their parents who cannot afford millions of naira have been running around selling their land, selling their properties, and then, of course, trying to give these people some money so that they can release some of them. And then, of course, as they release the rest, we now have 11 of them remaining. So these 11, after they pay another money again, they'll release them. You see, this is the problem we're having with ransom payments. But we thank God. I feel so sad about this particular event, and you can see for the boys and even the girl child has been totally abused. Of course, you know this how these people behave, but I would still advise that the security agencies go after these people, because I know there is a serious operation going on in Zamfara and that Kaduna axis, but I think they should go after them, especially maybe the government is trying to avoid some collateral damage, but they should go after them and then get them out.
All right, so we still have Dennis Amakri joining us live from the US, the security analyst, right here on Breakfast Central. Just as a reminder, you can join us on our program, whether you're in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. The numbers will be scrolled on your screen right about now to call us and share your thoughts on the issues we're talking about. But coming to you, Dennis, yes, we talked about ransom being paid for the release of some of these students earlier in batches, and it's even uncertain if some will be done again. But if you look at it from a security perspective, why aren't these, account details, traced to catch up with the bandits? And if it's being done in batches, from a counter-terrorism point of view, that should be to the security advantage of Nigerian forces, right?
Oh yeah, like I said, there are some very, very critical processes that the Nigerian security agencies can take advantage of. When they're doing these batches, number one, it means that their location should be known, if not directly, indirectly, because when they collect the ransom, they should either track them with either drone or even some of the money that is in the bag there should be marked in the sense that, they should be able to trace them, so we should know where they are. And if we know where they are, it gives the security agencies more, information on how to deal with them, how to go there and then, of course, neutralize them. But I know they will use them as a shield, making sure that if you try to eliminate them, then there will be collateral damage. But all the same, the security agencies could have a lot of information from the ones they've released, and then of course the location should be known, and then of course when the place is very safe, they should be able to go in and route them.
Right. So now, Amakri, looking at the situation in Kaduna State especially, let's not forget that in recent times, since December to this date, over 1,000 people have been kidnapped in that region. What can security experts do at this point in time? But before you answer this question, it seems we have a call all the way from Abuja. Victoria is on the line. Good morning, Victoria.
Hello.
Good morning and welcome to the show. Please go ahead with your contribution.
People are wasting my time.
Hello, Victoria. You're on live on Breakfast Central.
All people that have been lost, all people that have been kidnapped, Hello?
Go on, loud. We can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
All right. It seems we've lost the Victoria, but do call us back. The numbers are on the TV screen. Now, Dennis, I was just wondering what can be done to reduce the level of insecurity in Kaduna State in particular.
We've said this many, many times, and we've said it over and over again. Not only me, other security analysts have also mentioned it, that this particular case of kidnapping can be brought under control if we pursue it in a very systematic way. Because negotiations, yes. Ransom payments, no. Because when you pay ransom, actually what you're doing is empowering them. And I'm very happy that the Kaduna State government, after realizing that this is not working, have decided not to pay them again. And that is why the onslaught by these militants is because the Kaduna State government had refused to pay, and they are now holding them, and then of course asking the parents to come up with the money. But security agencies, like I said, should sit back. There are technologies to be used. There are telephones that they use in contacting and talking to them. The Ministry of Communication should wake up and be able to tell us exactly where these things are or where these people are. And then, of course, the service providers, all the major service providers should be able to, help the security agencies in tracking these people down. And no, I still believe that I still, advocate that there should be no ransom, but there should be no resting place for these militants or kidnappers. The security agency should follow them, make them very uncomfortable, and then, of course, either get them out of the country or release all the kids that they have been holding.
Well, once again, Dennis Amakri, thank you so much for your time coming up this morning on Breakfast Central. Dennis Amakri, security analyst all the way from the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you very much.